Parliament. We pay so much. Minister Maitem, minister that we pay so much. Minister Maitem, she's sleeping in Parliament, and with that position, she's going to fall. The minister will have fall. She's still sleeping. She's still. I don't know what's happening. That's not the point of order. Take a seat. No. The minister is sleeping. You can't say that's not the point of order. You can't tell people sleeping now. Josie, this minister that we pay so much, Minister Maitem, she's sleeping in Parliament, and with that position, she's going to fall. And the minister will have fall. She's still sleeping. She's still. I don't know what's happening. That's not the point of order. Take a seat. No. The minister is sleeping. You can't say that's not the point of order. You can't tell people sleeping now.
This station rules the nation. Truth FM 96.1, the heart and soul of Liberia. This station rules the nation. Truth FM 96.1, the heart and soul of Liberia.
David, leave me, man. Abbas, leave me, man. Good morning, folks. Ono a true soldier sees the sun at midnight. This one, a soldier that sees the sun at midnight. This is the TBS, folks. We'd like to say good morning. It's great to be back on the midweek. Wednesday morning. I'm saying goodbye to my favorite month, July 31st. This is the TBS 96.1 in Saclapia, 96.9 in Bonn, Nimba County, 96.1 in Maserati. Good morning, folks. Welcome to Liberia's biggest breakfast show. And we'll cut across the 15 counties in the land and breath of the Republic of Liberia. Goodbye to July. Oh, July. Thank you for the sunshine. Thank you for the rain. Thank you for the memories. Oh, yes. We're going to miss you so much. Until we see you, until then, I say goodbye. We laugh until we have to cry. We love right down to our last day. And we'll say goodbye. Good morning, folks. This is the TBS ending July like this. The love of liberty brought us together. Let justice be done to all. You heard me? Let justice be done to all. And former Justice in Chambers, yes, Associate Justice Cabinet Jana formerly, he said, that's what I like. Let justice be done to all. And I said, Counsel, you will never serve justice. There was no due process. Cabinet Jana replied, yes, let justice be done to all. Good morning, Nimba. Good morning, Lofa. Good morning, Bombing. Good morning, Grand Kidba. Babalu, good morning. Good morning, Grand Bassa. Lofa, how is it this morning? Are you still the bread basket? Liberia's Terra Lumboda would like to say good morning. Liberia Guinea Border, Liberia Ivory Coast border. This is the TBS. 11 minutes up to 8 o'clock. We yell to serve you breakfast. Straight up to 10 o'clock this morning. And let's say good morning to the president. I remember back then, I used to say good morning, my black president. There are time and season for everything. Good morning to His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Liberia, President Joseph Yuban Boykai. Wake up this morning with strength, with wisdom, good health, govern well. A leader must listen. Good morning to the district representative, the senators. Those are you who make decisions for our country, for the benefit of all of us. Yes, my name is O'Neill. This is O'Neill Roberts, Marka Davis, picking up from RIA this morning. Yes, Marka, good morning to you. Yes.
Yes, good morning.
I know I have this kind of energy. Since 2 a.m. I've been up this morning.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you're a strong young man.
Yes. I didn't know I have this kind of energy.
Yeah, you're a strong young man.
Yes, from 2 a.m. and I'm still sounding like this.
Yes, good morning to how many listeners this morning. I don't know what kind of mood like we're in. The country is in some kind of mood.
What's the song here? You know the song, man. This country, that song, like bro, like I made.
Oh, like brother I made.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I think I sing
This
it, man.
country, I don't even know.
You forget
I
it.
just made it. I was using that for.
The country will pour you in rush.
Yeah.
The country will pour you in rush. Something like that. Like bro, like I made.
Yeah, some kind of music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
Carol.
it's a- it's a Carol song,
Carol.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
it's
bro,
a-
you made.
Yeah, even at the age of 98,
Yeah.
you'll still be in
You'll
rush.
still be in rush. And the music just 1 minute 30 seconds. That's not something long.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a tease.
Yeah, like bro, just in some kind of mood. I don't know what kind of mood is that.
Okay.
You know, news story coming up and
Mhm.
new things. And today the former president will be speaking and just
Yeah.
a new thing will come out again.
And
We'll start
today,
running
mhm.
a lot of things. But well, folks, good morning. Thanks for joining us again. We are here to bring you breakfast up to 10 o'clock this morning. This is what we do for living.
Yes, that's what we do for a living.
Nobody can ask, what do you do for living? I do broadcast for living.
Yes, professional broadcast.
Yeah, this is what we do for living.
Not the black
It
broadcast.
is great for us to be here this morning again
Yes.
together with our listeners and followers this morning.
Mhm.
Like I indicated yesterday, there is a number that we have set aside exclusively
For
for
female.
females.
Okay.
And I bet if you know me, whether I'm your son, said, even though
Okay.
my biological father is late, but even if I'm your son, don't call this number.
Okay, let's do it this way.
Please, yes.
Okay, here is the male. I'll pick up the male calls and you deal with the female.
Yes.
So
yes,
anything
yes,
comes to the prayer brand, we handle it with
Exactly.
that. The female.
yes.
Yeah.
So we are doing this. Yeah.
The male line is 0777-285-961 for male exclusively.
Yes.
So we
Please,
do it
just
one.
listen to this number that
Yes.
you is calling.
Yes.
In fact, that number is RCR official number.
Yes, for
So
male.
we'll give it to the men.
Yes.
Please. We have received a couple of text messages that women are struggling to get through, but the men are muscling them on the number because
Yeah.
the men are always calling. So they're giving our women hard time. Their voices are not being heard on serious national issues. So we came up with this decision yesterday that will set aside this number exclusively for women so that they themselves too can speak to some of these issues. And because most of the time, the vices in society affect women and children the most.
Mhm.
Yes, men we can make our way somehow in some kind of way, but some of these things we discuss here every morning, women feel the blunt most of the time, even compared to the men. So this number I'm calling now is exclusive. Whether you know this number, anybody don't call this number during the show time.
So again, the male number is 0777-285-961 and the female number is
0770202579.
Yeah.
0770202579. Only women should call this line when we open the lines for discussion on national issues. We want to hear what the women are thinking as well. We want to hear their views. We want to hear their opinions on some of these major national discussions. So we have set this number aside. I know the president of FIJA, Lisa, will be so happy that we have dedicated this line for women to be heard. And a lot of people, people who believe that women should be heard will be happy that we have made this commitment to give women the opportunity to be heard.
Mhm.
So that's it. Women, anytime we are discussing issues, we open the line. We say you should just be calling.
I mean, people called already, Brad.
Yeah, when we open the line on discussion, now we are not saying you should call right now. But when we have discussions and we open the lines, women should call 0770 202579.
This country will put
Yes.
in rush. Even if 98, like
So-
brother I made.
This is what it is.
This guy Joseph Colley trying to give her the right up for the song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like brother I made.
Even
Yes.
98,
Yes.
Liberia,
Lion made.
mate.
It's a full production we're doing out today, right? So as we talk, we'll be displaying a lot of things online for you watching. Those of you on our Facebook, we try to do it well. Can we see what we have this morning on the TBS? Right here, 96.1. What was that other report you not opening again?
Yeah, the MIA investigation is so interesting. Everybody making a statement to the investigation, linking somebody.
Linking
And
somebody.
the person say I should do the one.
The
The
FIA.
person say I should do the one.
The FIA.
Yeah.
Other report in other report. Yes, but meanwhile, let's see what we'll have this one line of the TBS 96.1 minutes up to 8 o'clock. If you're driving your way to work, drive okay. The roads are all wet. Yes, don't speed. Yes, let's give you the beautiful lineup this morning on the TBS. So much to talk about. In the midst of all what we do, the country first. Yes,
Exactly.
Liberia first.
I'm looking for part 24.
Yeah, don't go to 5:30.
I'm looking for part 31.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so it's July. In fact, the last day of July.
Yes.
It is the last day of July, and health tips will be coming up shortly with David Coty for at least.
Why you put David when you slow tune for?
Yeah, I won't use good tune for him. This man is an embarrassment to our friendship.
Oh.
Yeah, David is an embarrassment.
Look at that.
Yeah. So we'll still, you know,
Let manage with him. Yeah.
If we can manage with Liberia, then I think we can manage it. Yeah, man.
They don't learn that they all go low. If don't lose case easily, that's not be easily.
Tiawan is my uncle.
Oh,
Yeah. My auntie Koma went to married from the home of Tiawan Gonklo, one Mr. Yakpa way back.
then we'll switch to Arthur Johnson.
So the Yakpa's English up here are my cousins.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
Tiawan is my uncle.
Okay.
Yeah, so David Coty will be on shortly with health tips, followed by the review of the local dailies. Again, this show is proudly sponsored by Orange Liberia and EcoBank Liberia Limited, the Pan-African Bank. In our studio chat this morning, we know there are major issues to talk about, but we'll throw light on the RIA highway that is contracted to East International. They are doing that road. We believe that it's on a snail pace, like the orator says, snail pace.
Yes.
Yes, it's on a snail pace. Very slow. We don't know what's happening there, what a lack of material, what the issues are. We'll talk about it this morning. Again, President Joseph Boakai used his power as president yesterday to suspend the governor following audit reports from the General Auditing Commission. We'll throw light on that this morning. Again, like O'Neill mentioned yesterday, it is confirmed that the head of the Chinese mining cartel, Gao Feng, the real minister, and others have been released from detention in Bapolu County on bail. Yes, Peter spoke to us yesterday on the news about that, and that information that O'Neill brought on the show is confirmed. It is true that they are being freed. So that's what it is. And former President George Weah will be addressing the nation today. According to his party, he will be speaking from the headquarters of the Congress for Democratic Change at around 11 a.m. this morning.
So
And so
you don't go see this thing. You leave it there. Yeah, put it behind.
the Market Congress for Democratic Change.
So
Yes. They stand up, the political leader. They're not election time, so he's not stand up bearer. He's the political leader.
president.
Yeah, former president.
Former president
And political leader of the former ruling Congress for Democratic Change.
Jagako, former president. That post you have, President George Weah, is former president. Yes.
Former president,
Yeah, yeah.
So he will be speaking today. We'll listen to him. What is he saying? His government, the government that he led for the past 6 years, has come under serious scrutiny with different audit reports linking senior officials to corruption. Some have been sleeping in jail, some are at large. The court officers are looking for them. Famously, the former finance minister, and all of these things. So the former president will be speaking today.
Meanwhile, Lester Tenin of Steward within the CDC have a very, very, very terrible post. We'll talk about that. And Lester shouldn't delete it from the social media.
No, you're not. The thing
We'll finish capturing
it. It can
it.
be spread all over.
Yes.
You can't delete it.
Yeah.
But you remember, certain after former president Weah considered defeat. You know that Lester became very, very vocal that the president he should have considered defeat. The number was small, and other things he said how he betrayed seditions and all of that. So he's not deleting that post. He did it on purpose.
I'm sure. Yes.
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 Yeah, so at 8:35 to 9, we opened the lines this morning and gave you the opportunity to participate on this discussion. Other things will be said in passing while we do the studio chat this morning. At 9:05, Sports Team Commercials brought to you by Orange Liberia and EcoBank Liberia Limited. 9:15 to 10 o'clock, we have a team coming from the township of Johnsonville, from a particular place called Uptown. There's going to be a survey, they call it arbitration survey process that will be taking place in Uptown in Johnsonville. It is scheduled for Thursday. That's tomorrow.
August 1.
Yeah, so some residents are coming from the township this morning to talk about that. A part of court ruling, so they will be doing that. And their intention is that all the residents of the area should be aware that that survey is about to be done. They are concerned about how land conflict has overtaken that township or that particular community over the period of time, and they believe that at this point now is the time to do it legally, and everyone will be satisfied, and the conflict will be put to bed. So they will be here this morning to talk about that upcoming survey. In the midst of all country first, in the midst of the audit reports, in the midst of the court indictment, in the midst of LACC investigation, in the midst of arrest and incarceration, country first.
In the midst of former President George Weah about the address the nation, country first. Yes, that's the major one, right? It's a hard
even suspending the CPL governor, country first.
To say country first is a hard thing. It's not easy to just say country first. In a security market before putting a health tape at RIA this morning, by 5 a.m., that security from the airport looked into my face and said, country first. And he was smiling. I said, you smile over. He said, yeah, country first. And we smile about it. Anyway, yes, let's bring you help till Derek Ernest Colty. This is a TBS, beautiful lineup. You don't know it all. So much to talk about this morning. 96.1. Derek is going to fill us in with the help tip. This is his best job since leaving government. Life in government, life after government. Some of you should prepare for life after government. Yes, difficulty, enjoy your job, make use of it before we suspend you. Good morning, health tip.
Morning to you. Good morning to Ambassador Davis.
Make use of your job well.
I will. I will definitely do so. I love this job. The best job ever since I don't know when.
No other reporting this kind of job, right?
Think of the job. No audit. No suspension. If I run my mouth on your day, I will be in trouble. I mean, nothing. I'm just sitting. Oh, my brother.
So we can order nothing?
Oh, how you going to order when you give me nothing? Over here is hard to talk about you people. If I say something out of the way, I'll be in trouble. But no audit. I like this job.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's hear what you have this morning. Go ahead.
Men. I'm sorry. Men. Every woman wants maximum satisfaction from her partner. Buying a new car for her every year is good, but that is not enough. Buying the latest telephone every month for your wife or your girlfriend is good, but that is not enough. What is more important to give her is justice at night. That's what she needs.
What is it? What at night?
Justice.
Justice at night, David.
Good sex. Oh, I'm putting the quality in a high level. You want to, okay, you want good sex, good knocking.
Okay.
The car not enough, the telephone not enough. Oh, you know that most of the divorce.
Yeah, so please stay on the job at night. We understand already. Don't say other one.
Don't give me a hard time, man. All right. What is more important is justice at night, and that can only happen if you avoid or prevent certain things. Number one. Smoking. Smoking can damage blood flow to the penis. And it is enough penis. You see, lack of enough blood flow to the penis can bring about erectile dysfunction. Number two, drinking alcohol. Alcohol can reduce the production of testosterone to the penis. And that can make it difficult for you to have and maintain erection. Number three, heart disease. I always advise you to go to the hospital and do your EKG. That is your heart test. Once you have a heart problem, my friend, it will disturb your erection. Number four, prevent diabetes or put your blood pressure under control. Some of you I have talked about, in fact, maybe this week or next week, I will talk about how to do your pressure again. Put your blood pressure under control. It can also affect your sex drive. Number six, avoid fatty foods like beef, lamb, pork, skin on the chicken. You can eat chicken, but don't eat the skin of the chicken. I'm sorry. Avoid high salty foods. For example, luncheon meat, pizza, sandwiches. Avoid those things if you want to have a good relationship with your wife. Don't let her complain and put in for divorce. Remember this. Brush your teeth for 2 minutes always. This brushing teeth is not a matter. You just jump in the bathroom because you get in there for one, sure you finish. No. Brush your teeth for 2 minutes always. Always brush them at night also before bedtime. When you brush it in the morning before you go to bed, brush it. Brush your teeth, your tongue properly because 90% of bad breath comes from the tongue, especially at the back. I say under your tongue, but the back part of the tongue. Don't mind that noise. Let it happen, but just brush it properly. Do not, okay, use a tongue cleaner if possible. Buy it from the supermarket or the drugstore. Do not use your teeth as an opener. When you buy your beer or your soft drink, use an opener. When you do that, it can crack the enamel and that can cavity hole. And when you have hole in your teeth, respiratory drop there, and you have bad breath. Do not use hard toothbrush. It can erode the enamel. It can destroy your gum. The last one now, do not keep one toothbrush for more than 3 months. The other poverty there, I beg you, leave it small. Toothbrush not expensive. You can't keep one toothbrush for more than 3 months. Thank you so much for this opportunity, for this great job.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. David, thank you. Have a great Wednesday. Okay. Great. Have a pull down of rain out there.
Okay.
Yes. Let's bring it to review the quality of our health is a regular feature right here. The TBS is 6 down. 8 o'clock plus final was making news from the print media.
We read the window, sky when the sun is high. We sail like the bees on the ocean breeze. At night we never stop. We know where we are. We know who we are. Who we are. Oh, we sail close to mine.
Yes, this song is taken from the motion picture Mohanan. Welcome to the review of the local dailies. Let's start out with the Inquirer newspaper, our first stop this morning. The front page from the Inquirer newspaper is on the newsstand for 40 Liberian dollars, volume 33, number 137, Wednesday, July 31. The front page from the Inquirer newspaper, the major headline: why boycott suspended the CBL governor as government scrutinizes GSU audit report is the major story on the front page from the Inquirer. Why Joseph Boycott, President Boycott, suspended CBL governor as government scrutinizes GAC audit report where Aloysius Talu suspended. Aloysius Talu is captured on the front page from the president. Also right here, grab a copy and read the rest of the story. Two less LACC will boycott enforce COC section 10.2 of the LACC law. What I'm saying, Councilor Alexandra Zod of the LACC has been captured here of the story. Two less LACC. Grab a copy and read the rest of from the story this morning. Let's see if we can go to the back page. What the back page have? The back page are from the Inquirer newspaper. LMBA full seas filling broadcast rules. If this is the Liberia National Bar Association says has issued a steep warning to President Joseph Boyka. What is the warning? You like to grab a copy of the inquiry to know what's the warning. The Bar Association have issued up to the president. Grab a copy and read the rest of the story. Scholars debate Liberia's 177 independence oration. Well, you need to grab a copy this morning and read the rest of the story in the Inquirer newspaper this morning.
Yes, let's go for the hot paper newspaper. The banner headline is the photograph of former President George Weah. It says, former President Weah speaks today. Yeah, that's just the story on the front page of the hot paper newspaper. Former President Weah speaks today. Well, the president is here. This is the exact dress of the president's inauguration.
Yeah.
Capture right here. Let's go to the back page of the hot paper newspaper. Assume your administration will be in power for 6 years. John Molu warns Boakai government. Assume your administration will be in power for 6 years. John Molu warns Boakai government. Well, is captured. Is a sub-lead story on the back page of the hot paper newspaper. National reconciliation vital to national development agenda. Senator J. Blebo Brown of Maryland County is saying that this morning. Wants President Boakai transcend party line in appointing public officials. That's the National Patriotic Party. I'm seeing Attorney George Moba right here behind the emblem of the party. And this story, final story on the back page of the hot paper newspaper. Hasila Meta Liberia bids farewell to CEO Josephus Cohen or Conan. He's also captured right here on the back page of the paper.
Yes, let's move on to the New Republic. Yes, the New Republic 15 years of reporting daily. Wow, this is a good one. The front page of the New Republic, boycott bomb. Yes, the Mika boss, Jeremy Lee Pia, is captured here on the front page of the New Republic. Boycott trolls bomb. Aloysius Talu suspended. Aloysius Talu is also captured CBL governor. Grab a copy and read the rest of this story. And to not guilty, civil society organization asserts. Okay, yes, until he's half his days in court.
The civil society in a court.
The man cannot defend, huh? Yeah, they have to defend. You tell that I'm actually running there behind the thing. I'm just saying. Yes, to not guilty, civil society organization assert. Yeke disappointed over Jabate arrest. This is Mark Jabate. Kaulu Jabate was apprehended and later released by the Liberia National Police on yesterday. Interestingly, Marka, Mark came out from Prime FM and the police director. Yeah, Gregory. So Mark
in transit.
Yeah, in transit, passing through. Mark said to the police director, "My picking is going big now." After issuing that threat to Yeke,
now I reminded it.
Yeah. Yes.
Say, oh yeah, was all arrested.
The IG got reminded. You get reminded about those who
I want to arrest you, then you call me piggy.
Yeah, my job I tell the guy full of the man said, "Damn, yeah, my piggy really getting big now." The police director turned and look at Mark still going talking. Yeah, but I mean I'm a picking. How Mark are going out? The police just called 102.
Say okay, I'm
I'm seeing the call of Dr. Lester Tilly. Tilly, you have to hold on. Oh. Yeah, Tilly, yes, wait on. Yeah, so let's go to the back page. What's on the back page? The back page of the New Republic. Well, we are today. Well, George Weah, former president. Yes, I have it. Jagakuo. Former president George Weah speaking is captured on the back page of the New Republic. Grab a copy. Government reports towards witch hunt claim. Germany PI is here again. And say, no, this is not witch hunting, where you can grab a copy and read the rest of the story.
Yes, the final story from our end is the Women Voices newspaper. A very sad story on the front page. The story on this paper, or in this paper, is a very sad story. Bloody murder in Nimba as a man shoots his wife to death for jealousy.
Amen. Amen.
I thought I heard they were doing it here.
Amen. Amen.
Yes, so it's a very sad story. The Wednesday, July 31st, 2024 edition of the Women Voices newspaper. Bloody murder in Nimba as a man shoots his wife to death for jealousy. Where I'm seeing a very, very graphic photograph on the front page of the Women Voices newspaper. And the sub-lead story, not a witch hunt. Liberians hail indictments of ex-officials, reject claims of political witch hunt. I'm seeing several photographs of Liberians captured on the front page of the Women Voices newspaper alongside the photograph of the president.
Mm.
Yes. So again, as usual, we have a couple of Liberian women, and not only Liberian women, but women from other places captured on the front page. Former President Ellen, who spoke yesterday,
Okay.
they almost stay strong.
You're strong.
Yeah.
You're strong.
Almost
It,
he stays
it,
strong.
it just a number, man.
Yeah. So yes, she's captured here, as well as the former vice president and former first lady Joel Howard Taylor, the Democratic nominee for president in the U.S., Kamala Harris, is also here, and the orator for Liberia's 177th Independence Day, Dr. Raptel Pele, is also captured right here. On MC Caro, the Liberian artist,
Okay.
is also captured. The woman who sang Liberian.
Man.
Yeah, yeah. So that does it for the review of the
From your
Women
end.
Voices.
Yeah, so lastly for my end this morning, the independent newspaper, yes, outside its budget. Well, CBL 19.3 million. Some of you wondering why President Joseph Boyka suspended Luscious Talu. Well, the front page of the Independent. Outside its budget, CBL spends US 1.93, that's 19.3 million. Governor Talu suspended Luscious. I love the picture display. Put this up. Put this up. Yes, get this up on the Facebook. I'm trying to describe this picture here with Aloysius Tallow. Almost like he's talking about the graph. Yeah, so justifying is a justifying for the right here. 19.3 million spent out of the budget. Well, it's the major story on the front page of the Independent. Grab a copy and read the rest of the story. Which horn or accountability track is a question mark? Which horn or accountability track as US 6.2 million FIA scandals? Well, suspected players dragged to court. Samuel Toure, well, former finance minister, is captured here on the front page from the Independent. Let's go to the back page. Dr. Pillay is right here for monopoly of foreign cartels, protect Liberian businesses. Good the orator Pillay's urges government. Well, she's on the back page here for smiling mood here on the back page of the grab a copy and read the rest of from this morning. Undiplomatic, who is saying this? This is former MPP chairman Chief Cyril Allen. In fact, I haven't seen Cyril Allen for a very long time. Yeah, I don't know why he's doing the press conference from his home or yeah. Sometimes Cyril come out, man, come live, man. Yeah, Marka, you encourage Cyril Allen to come live sometime, man.
Yeah, sure.
Now the press conferences you just at home or so. Come out, man, Cyril. Come out, man. Undiplomatic, Cyril Allen wearing a Dr. Goose. Yeah, Cyril Allen's claims the U.S. Embassy delegation walk out of Liberia Independence Day celebration. It's on the back page from the Independent. Grab a copy and read the rest of the story this morning. Thanks all of the managing editors, Sam O'Dame, Emily Samuel, wait, what you say? Sam Dim, Alfonso Twain, Winnie Jimmy, what's the lady from Women Voices?
Yes,
Helen Nasami, William Hammer is on a break. Thanks you for going for your weekend break, William Hammer. We want to say thanks to all of you for making it possible that we receive the papers every morning. Yes, thank you so much, right? Yes, good morning. The show is proudly sponsored by Orange Liberia. Yes, of course, the one that does it better than Orange, the moving network, the one who posts on the July 26th, the only network that when you send in Orange money, there is no extra charge attached to the rate. The way you send, that's how you withdraw. If you're recharging your DST to Rush, your Big Brother, Naja, whatsoever, you can recharge with no service charge to it. Those of you who watched the game, Man City in Barcelona last night, you recharge your second, no service charge. I mean, only Orange is doing it big. Yes, then of course, the Pan African Bank, Echo Bank, put your money where your mouth is. Save with Echo Bank, you have no regret over it. That some bank will go bankrupt, but Echo Bank, the first bank to introduce the credit card. Yes, people using the credit card. Government civil servants, workers benefiting from the salary advance payment is something big. So they're making a lot of progress. So save with Echo Bank. It's so easy to open your Echo Bank account. You can get an app on your mobile phone. Now let's get going. Yes, this is the last edition of the TBS. We'd like to say good morning. Good morning to our president. It's good that we wish leader well. If you don't wish well for the leader, then the whole country will just crash. Yes, so we'll start from the president. President Mark, I want to say good morning to you. Wake up with health, good health, wisdom, knowledge, govern well, make the decisions that will benefit the country. And those of you who are ministers, your appointment to these ministries, autonomous agencies, not for wish hunting. President Borkai sent you there. Well, listen up, oh. The president, I'm referencing the Ministry of Transport. That's so terrible. The president appoints you people, all right, not for wish hunting purposes. You are there for a period of time. You never imagine yourself being a minister. If the opportunity is given you, please serve well for God's sake. Tomorrow, you'll no longer be a minister. But history will remember you that you were a former minister. And there are former ministers in this country. Those who have served the country, they're still moving and living with the people. So we cannot hurt other people in the laws. Once you are doing things in the right confines of the law, it will back you. But outside of the law, outside of the civil servant law, the act, then will hold it against you. You've never ministered before. Good morning. Yes, what Evelyn Silva is saying, okay, the Lorena Enterprise, right?
Yes.
They caught that promo before, hasn't it? Yeah, even sit back and relax. We're about to do just 1 minute.
Yes.
Yeah.
Again, we want to encourage people living around the Duazon area. You can get out of your provisions from the Lorena Enterprise, right? That famous place called Under the Tree around Duazon there. The place is it's not in Haiti, it's open. It is Liberian owned business that is facing competition from other nationals. So we must promote our own Liberian, businesses. So Arena Enterprise is where you can stop and get all of your provisions that you need for your home. So yes, and the CEO is a veteran Liberian journalist. Very, in fact, she's one of my favorite in the media world. Yes, even in the CB. I want to say thanks to you. So the Lorena Enterprise is right there. Get all of your provisions under the tree in Duazon, Margibi County, a popular spot. You can go there and get whatever you need. Thank you. Yeah, so much. Yes, Evelyn, thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. And let's start out with this East International. Those of you who have normally applied the Rabas International Airport this morning, like I said, I've been up since 2 a.m. this morning from Monserrate going up to Margibi County. For what I'm seeing, I strongly want to believe that East International, they have to prove us wrong. They think we are wrong. And then maybe you can take a team of journalists and let's go and see. I don't want to believe that you have enough of working materials. That role East International have been on constructing from the RIA all the way up to the ELWA, I think it's overdue now. Yes, I don't want to believe East still have a lot of materials. The roads when you're driving at night, it's so risky. There are some unfinished projects. I mean, just along the RIA way. If you're not careful, I mean, you could go crash into an accident. International, if you want to prove us wrong, take care of a team of journalists. See that you have enough crush racks because you have reached out to the layout stage or the quota. I don't want to believe so. Almost 4 years we are going now. And I want to bring this to the government. Say all now ways now. International will be next. The Ministry of Public Works. I'm sending an email to the Ministry of Public Works. East International. You need to check with East International. This is our only major international road marker. Right? Our international get flight from the RIA. Look at RIA. The project is so slow. Community dwellers complain of dust. They pollute the area. So if East want to prove us wrong, take a team of journalists. Let's go and see to your site and tell us, say, yes, we have enough working materials. But I don't want to believe it. I think it's going too long. It's overdue now.
Yeah, so we're hoping that they can do their very best and I don't know if there's any justification for the delay. It's also important. That's why for me, I always say information is important. If you want to say, for example, you can lay quota in the ring, yes, you can let us know. If there are other issues that they probably know, and we just roll. But if you leave it hanging, then people will speculate and say what they believe and put out their observations. So that's exactly what Unu is doing this morning. He been driving along that road in recent times. He came from there this morning, right?
Yeah, 2 a.m.
Yes, he's telling you that the pace of the work is slow. And what's happening? It's just let the public know, for example, well, we cannot let the asphalt during the rain. That will be reasonable. And any other thing we can do about that. But other than that, we believe that the work is very, very slow.
Very slow.
Yes.
Almost 4 years.
Yeah.
Yes, then the big one was on yesterday. Driving, and you heard Marka in the news. True FM always want to break the news. That's why you love the 2 p.m. news, our 7 p.m. news, our 8 p.m. news, our 7 a.m. news. And the big news came with just a headline. President Joseph Boycott suspends the central bank governor, Aloysius Talo. And I mean, that news have rumbled the entire social media. And so I wonder why the president. So according to the GSC report, the president is acting on the general auditing report, the GSC report. The GSC report says that Talu spends approved budget from 2021 to 2023 every year. The board of governors approved the bank operational funds, but the governors spend far above the threshold, amounting to 19.3 million. Hits above the threshold. The GSC other report Kashabe. If they will take our time going at CBL report, it will not be easy. Yes, I don't know what's holding on, Marka. Every night they're texting you, laughing, wait there, leave it small.
Yeah.
They will tell this other report will not be something easy. So Talu exceeded his threshold, 19.3 million. So the other report captured it. All right. And the report also said there was some contract that was awarded without respecting the PPC regulations. So the president in his Wednesday and said, well,
so I think with this report, the best thing, the president's decision is good.
Yes,
again, the president's decision is not a judgment.
No.
Like the information minister mentioned, we have the voice here that the president has taken a decision to allow an ongoing investigation on the audit report. Because CBL itself has a claim that they presented 2 cartoons of documents of their transactions, and the General Auditing Commission rejected these on grounds that they were brought late, and they went and did the report in the absence of these documents.
So that 2 cartoons.
If we account for some of the transactions that they are referring to the audit report as unaccounted for.
So I'm thinking, who's here to blame now? This cartoon was now accepted by the GSC.
So that's why, because in every audit, when you do the observation, the institution you're auditing, you send every claim or observation to them, and they will do their response to it. If you say, for example, Marka, in the newsroom, we realized that there were supposed to be maybe use material, for example, or stationery. We expected that there were being two how do I call it, ring of sheets, for example, for printing, but then when they saw only 1.5, but there was no explanation about the other half, then I will come up with my response. Well, there was supposed to be 2, but the other one was used. Maybe you transfer it to the business department. These are the records to it, and then so each time you do your observation, the institution that you are auditing will respond to each of these things. So that's why we are saying this thing is a good discussion. So we hope that we can lay our hands on it, go into the details, and then we can. Yes, the TBS has some obligation
as well.
Yes, you have some obligation. You have to allow the Liberian people to know about how these audits were done, your responses, and all of these things. You have some obligation. I'm just saying that so you can know.
So until then, he suspended, but there are some mixed reaction all going back and forth. So it should affect Talu alone. The deputy, the deputy governor also should be involved. So the president shouldn't just put the blame on the head.
So the president's decision just proves what they say that says anything the unit does, the commander is held
Yeah. So the
responsible.
commander take blame of it.
Yeah,
The last thing in the newsroom, that the editor take that
exactly.
responsibility.
So
So Talo takes all of the blame.
the day I put some kind of hairline up there and CPSU and
Okay. Anything gonna go. Yes, but I think it's good. Let's hope the rightful thing is done. But let's move on to this Elise guy. This man now, I'm starting to realize. Look, like Bruce, you're listening up to this. This illicit miner, this man who has milk lake our minerals from Bapolu, from Bomb, from Grand Judah, not just one county. This man has been released. Yesterday I said it.
Mhm.
And last night, I partly listened up to the Minister of Mines and Energy.
Okay,
Yes, I partly listened up to Women Pay.
you're on a live interview.
Yes, on the Spoon Network.
Okay.
But I mean, Liberians are so concerned with Minister Pay. Minister Pay was so concerned. This man was fined 30 million. I didn't hear you talking about it. He was fined.
So before I comment on that, let me read what the senator of the county.
Yes, you come to Amara Conan. Amara Conan had a very, very, post that kills lots of attention online.
Mhm.
Marka is about to read it. But what I'm saying, this man have been operating in this country. Those excavators he brought in have been taking millions of dollars from our country. So though we heard that he was released, amen. This is why you deserve the name the real minister. Liberians, anytime you see this man Barry, you'll call him what? The real minister. He deserves the name.
Yeah. So before I make, the reason why we want to read.
Yeah, Amara had a
comment,
post. Yes,
because there are claims that he made in this post, and that when Peter spoke to us on the news yesterday, it was almost in line with Senator Connor's claims, because it is a government that is prosecuting, right?
yes,
So if the defendant say, "Oh, we file any kind of bill,
yes.
any kind of bond for the release of our client," it is the state who will argue that this bond it cannot guarantee this person's release, because, but you can't hold somebody for maybe, let's use the fine for example, 30 million, and somebody come and file $1 million bond, then you free the person.
Yes.
But it is the prosecution that's supposed to stay and say, no, this man cannot be released on this, because the bill or the bond to release that person should be 2 times the amount in the charge.
Yes, in the charge.
And you understand? So if prosecution say, okay, the man file maybe $1 million bond, yeah, you're free the man.
You're free the man.
So let me read Amara's post.
Let's hear what Amara had. Post me on the social media. You'll see, this is why we call this man the real minister. Yes, he's going to be released. Trust me. After reading this post, by next week, the man will start his work. Trust me. Trust me.
Yes.
The man will start working again. Go ahead.
Yes, this is the senator of Bapolu County, and he is the chair of the public account committee.
Yes.
Yes. He says, friends and followers, I want to bring to your attention the latest development in the illegal mining case in Bapolu. Our concerns about the potential undermining of due process and the rule of law appear to have materialized. The judge, reportedly under pressure from lawmakers and senior officials in the executive branch, has decided to release the defendants on bail without a hearing scheduled for today. That was on yesterday.
Yesterday.
Okay. The defendants were released under the cover of darkness, he said.
Look at that.
While we appreciate the adherence to due process, it is essential to note that the charges against the defendants exceed US 10 million, whereas the bond insurance is only 1 million. You understand? According to the law, the bond amount should be twice the charged amount. So this man, if for example it was 10 million in the charged amount, the bond should be around 20 billion.
20, yes.
But they free the man on 1 million.
On 1 million.
Because government lawyer interposed no suggestion. Okay, they did not object to the bond. Now, according to the law, okay, I've just read that this raises questions about safeguarding the country, the county, and communities from exploitation or exploiting their resources and destroying the environment. It is particularly concerning that an illegal license was used on the instructions of a former Minister of State and Chief of Staff to the President, to former President Weah.
Okay.
And the defendants have not paid any official taxes or community levies to support education, health, and infrastructure. This situation undermines our justice system and is a cause for serious concern. We are actively working to reverse this decision as it sets a dangerous precedent. This issue is not just limited to Bapolu, but has far-reaching implications for Liberia. We are using this medium because we feel helpless. Please join in our advocacy for the rightful exploitation of our minerals so they benefit the country and people and protect the environment. No amount of propaganda and mudslinging will stop us from this fight. Americana rights.
Americana, right? You said we should join in what?
Advocacy.
Advocacy, right? You have the right to summon women pay, right?
Yes.
Accent, you have the power. This man, look, I want to go back on the social media and see. That's why, Marka, I said this on Friday. This man have been up already since 2012. Not just today. This real minister have been operating. We don't know. We don't know Gao Farm. He speaks Kolokwa. He speaks like a fuller man. I mean, he does everything.
They even call him Barry.
They call him Barry. That's why we say he's the real minister.
So this is the similarity in a court's action, or if I may say prosecution's action, to Mara's claim that some lawmakers and senior officials of government they actually pressure the court to take a decision. But how come prosecution did not object to this bond, this bail bond, 1 million, when this person the charged amount is more than 10 million? How?
So the lawmakers have influence.
That means somebody just probably judge them, man, you're free, man. Why you want to file like you're free, man?
Is that what he's saying?
That's what it appears like.
Look.
So we don't want to question the court, but my claims here, or my scrutiny is to prosecution, because the government has already prosecuted the case. Government say defendant part a bond of 1 million, then we have no objection, no problem, you're free, man.
But the senator is telling us it's the influence of some of his colleagues.
And yesterday, strangely, the Director General of the Liberia Broadcasting System, Eugene Fagon, did a post against our post.
Okay, in counter it.
Yes,
and he shouldn't be doing it.
You understand? I was surprised. I commented asking him, DG Fagon, are you one of the senior official court from the executive pressure that pressurized the court to take a decision?
No,
and there was no response. Why is he countering the senator concerning this very grievous issue?
So let me speak to my president.
Okay.
You know, some of the people will just be laying a complaint and things like that. Women pay, women. This, you see, in Nima County as to speak, I mean, the team was supposed to be over this morning. Another diamond problem in Nima. The minerals, we have minerals everywhere in this country. The president appointed you as minister. Last night I listened to you, I felt disappointed. So what happened with this 30 million fine on this Gao Farm there? What happened with it? Don't you know the hospitals in Bapolu, there are no medications there? You see, the roads are deplorable. This man has milk lake our country. The Asians, look, Asia is a continent. They don't compromise with the laws. So they have our brothers in blue jumpsuit in South Korea, Owen Brown, right? They're going through labor. They don't compromise. This man has violated everything. And I started to realize this is why, look, Mr. Chinese man, sorry, I'm calling the guy. You are the real minister.
So Amara did an updated post. He said we have taken action by filing a complaint through the Ministry of Justice and the CJ. Is that Chief Justice?
Yeah, the Chief Justice.
The Chief Justice has directed the judge to reassign and hear the bill motion.
Yes.
You understand?
You can't do
the law for somebody to be. I mean, the charge amount is about 10 million.
10 million.
1 million.
1 million. Person. It's a slap in the face.
So according to the senator, the Chief Justice has called on the judge to reassign the case so that they can hear the bill motion.
Of course.
The hearing is scheduled for Friday in Bopolu City, and he said he will be there. No more pillaging of Bapolu County's minerals.
Who's the judge? Let's see what's the judge there in Bapolu.
We say.
Yes.
Former Assistant Justice Minister for Litigation.
Okay.
Is now the judge in that's the 16th Judicial Circuit Court of Bapolu County.
This one can be 1 million.
Yeah, it can be 1 million.
It should be more than 1 million. But
So okay, this is what Fagon said.
okay.
I was referring to.
Okay.
He said, Senator Amarcon,
Mhm.
please read Article 21D 1 and 2. The code does not operate based on night or day. You said reported it in your post. Uh, this is what he was saying.
Okay.
He said 2029 is far.
Okay.
I don't know what this was the political part of it. He's
man.
trying to insinuate that Senator Collins' posture is somehow political because he wants
buying sentiment.
But no, I don't see that buying sentiment.
This is country first. But if you hear our line of talking, we're doing country first. This man is fined 30 million. This man should pay the worth 150 million. That's why he worth.
When you please 30 minutes.
Uh-huh.
Amara also responded to Fagon and said, LBS Director General UG Fagon, what's your involvement in illegal mining case in Bapuru County? That was the question.
Yes.
You were in the CDC government when licenses were issued.
Okay.
Are you now representing the defendant?
Okay.
Remember, you are a government official and should be on the people's side. Our conversation about this issue will remain private when you visit my office. For us, this is about our people's livelihoods and rights to essential services from the extraction of their God-given endowments, the minerals.
Stop.
We didn't come to the Senate to conform. Stop.
Stop it. Stop it.
Yeah.
You do it too much.
They like when people understand the thing Google now. Hey, I understand it now.
Vago, don't overlap Germany.
So-
that's an era where the Mika has to be speaking to something, and Vago is doing that. You are LBS Director General. Yes, don't.
To our ordinary people, if I am charged, I will not be charged because my income. If I'm charged and the charge amount is $2 million, for example, when I'm arrested and taken to the court or whatever and detained, for example, if my lawyers come, the court will ask that the insurance bond to free me or whatever bond they call it. I'm not a legal practitioner. To get me out on bail should be, if the charge amount is $2 million, it should be about $4 million. About 4, because it's a guarantee that I put more money there, so I gotta go defend myself. So that at the end of the day,
yeah, but it can be less than.
They can
if the Chief Justice has 10 crown, there will be a slap in the face of the justice system.
Yes,
for $1 million.
Yes,
hey man. Anyway, let's move on. We have to get the lines activated. The former President George Bannon Fokekong Bekube upon morning to address
the
nation on today.
That nation you got me address all your partisans.
Okay, the partisan. Let's say partisan on today. Yeah, not a nation. She's not a president. No, la Jaga Kuopo care me.
Former president, we are.
Yeah, former president. We are the nation.
The media.
The media. We can forget it. We'll take some time. Yes, in our President Marka, I was President Marka to address the nation. But President, we have to speak to key issues. Maybe we can say it in that way. To address national issue as well, because he's a major player. I'm sure he still have some ambition, maybe along the way. But George is a former president of Liberia. What do we expect for him to say? I want to play. Let me just take this film back a little bit. Those of you who are preparing, this is something George Weah promised us on this issue of fighting corruption. So all of these indictments that are ongoing, I think George will speak against it. It's something good.
I too don't think President Weah will
No, I don't think so.
On his inauguration day, he said he will make sure public money will not end in public officials' pockets.
Yes, I don't think this address today he will speak against it. Yes, I don't think George Weah will incite violence. No, I don't want to believe it. He's a peaceful man. If not so, he was not going to concede to Joseph Boycott, right?
With just around 20,000.
20,000 votes. I mean, Africa is something easy to cheat, man. Yeah, so I don't think George will. Yes, but let's play this a little bit and let's remind Liberia as well. George Weah spoke on ending corruption. We got to be too now. None of my people think
For the foundation of this new Liberia,
no, that way telling Liberia, thank you, yeah. Let's talk about ending corruption on this one. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my belief that the most effective way to directly impact the poor and to narrow the gap between is to ensure that public resources do not end up in the pocket of government officials.
Yeah, that?
To make sure that public resources do not end up in the pocket of government officials.
Repeat that again.
To make sure that public resources do not end up in the pockets of government officials.
So today, what think George is going to incite? No, I don't believe it.
any statement contrary
Yes.
to the ongoing audit report,
Yes.
indictment, prosecution from President George, any statement contrary to this action will be a denial of his inauguration day speech.
Yes,
That means he lied to the Liberian people on his inauguration day.
let's give us a recap. So our foreign partner, the U.S. Embassy, the EU, will have a listen. This is what our former president, said to Liberians. We'll have you on record for it. Yeah, let's give this a play again. Then we'll come back.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is believed that the most effective way to directly impact the poll and to narrow the gap between the rich and poor is to ensure that public resources do not end up in the pocket of government officials. Believe that the overwhelming mandate that I received from the Liberian people is a mandate to end corruption in public service. I promise of this mandate. As officials of government, it is time to put the interests of our people above our own selfish interests. It is time to be honest with our people. Though corruption are happening among our people, we must end it. We must put the civil servant living wage so that corruption is not an excuse for taking what is not there.
Okay.
Yes. So yes, put this picture up for George Ria. Put this. It's a nice one.
Nice one.
Yes. Let's give it up for George Ria this one for fighting corruption. Let's clap for George Ria.
Yeah.
Give it up for him this one.
So let me say something in 30 seconds. Any attempt for President George Weah to in any way condemn or go against the decision of this or of the law to say, well, we are indicting people, we are arresting people to come and answer questions on allegations of corruption, it will tell us that some of the speeches that presidents deliver are not really truly they are saying. These are writings that they go on the podium to read to the people. Yes. Because this statement that we just played, that you heard, means that President Weah himself will be holding himself responsible now for some things that happened in the past. Because if you promise the Liberian people that you will ensure that public resources do not end up in the pockets of government officials, and at the end of the day, we did not see you sack, induct any government official despite the barrage of allegations of corruption in your administration for the past 6 years, it means that you did not live up to that promise that you were going to make sure public resources end up in the pocket of government officials.
Yes, then in my 1 minute, and look, this photo, we have selected this photo, George. Look at George. George is a good man. Look at George Weah.
The picture looks good. Why
yes,
he's a good man?
But me, he's a good man. He's a man of peace. Yeah, peace. George Weah love peace business. George Weah whole life.
But say the former president love peace. Don't just say blanketly.
No, but peace. No, peace wins George Weah heart. I'm just reminding him. So anything contrary, no, I don't think anybody inside George Weah are pushing to go against his own thing he has said in the past. If you wanted violence, to incite violence, like people are witch hunting, you're not going to concede to Joseph Boyka with just 20,000 votes, right? George Weah. But what got to me this morning, Marka, was a post from a steward, and I want you to look at this.
Yes, a stalwart of the party.
A serious stalwart of the Congress for Democratic Change.
Dr. Lester Zomatic Tenny. This is the official page.
Lester Tenny had a post that is having a serious problem in CDC chat rooms. We can bring the people chat room now.
But only why is the post not good now? Any of the opinion?
No, he's a steward. I mean,
but you follow that Tenny after President Weah considered defeat.
But Tenny,
he was vocal.
I'm a bit confused, and I would like for Tenny to call.
Yeah, he will call.
Yes, Tenny was one person who was very close to Samuel Toy. Yes, on a very serious note. When you see Toy most time, you see Lester Tenny, right? But just read his post and pen his post up. I mean,
this is what he posted. This is 9 hours. Well, I know more than 9 hours ago.
12 hours ago. Yes.
Yeah. So he said, "How did you allow an unsophisticated dimwit?"
It's there.
I will not define it.
Yes.
Let it just remain as it is.
Working in life. Yeah.
How did you allow an unsophisticated dimwit like Weah used all of you guys to steal for him? It's coward of the Congress for Democratic Change, Dr. Lester Zomatic Tenny. He says, "How did you allow an unsophisticated dimwit.
And that dimwit,
Yeah.
is an insult.
Yes.
I mean, I don't want to say it means a silly person, a stupid person.
Yeah.
I mean, let's not hash.
Yeah.
And this post is causing a serious problem in the CDC chat room.
Like, we have to use all of you guys to steal
for him. Just instead of George, we are addressing the partisans.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
let's get calls.
Yeah, let's get calls.
Dr. Tenny, you're calling me. If you like, you can call now.
Yeah, we know that the speech that the president is going to be delivered today is read already. But I want to tell him to use his leadership and wisdom to maybe pass over some of the things that will be in our speech if he knows or notice that I mean, they are not in the interest of peace. His own image and reputation. So he should be careful. I know that statement may have been written by the party for him as leader of the party to deliver to the Liberian people. But he should also use his own discretion in reading that speech. There could be some statements in that speech that could sour his relationship with the public and even with some of his own partisans.
Yes.
So he should use his leadership discretion delivering that speech today.
Okay, so can I pick? Let me pick Dr. Lester.
Yeah, Dr. Lester.
Yeah, let's pick Tenny up at least for 5 minutes. Man. Because if you write like that, people will feel like Samuel Toy writing. Yeah. So let me place in a call right now.
Yeah, so
former Noka, he was deputy at for administration at Noka later on.
Yes. So while we connected Dr. Tenny, let me announce the female line. No man should call this number 0770-202579. No man should call this number. Only female, only women. 0770-202579. And when you call, we talk about the things that we have discussed on the show this morning. Thank you.
Yes, so I mean, you stop calling me back and forth. I'm trying to connect with Lester Tenning, a Stewart. Well, it's on another call. Maybe someone is calling and said, "May not answer that radio phone call." So let's be picking up on the call. When Tenning calls, then we'll get to go through.
I hope this is a female call. Good morning. Okay, please cut off the radio, please. Yeah, cut off the radio. Go ahead.
Okay.
Especially the two of you, so I want to congratulate two of you.
Okay. All right.
Give you a very
Okay. All right.
Very much. I don't know what to say or even to even clarify it.
Okay. Yes. So.
The real minister.
Can you imagine?
Daya, hold on.
Telling a black man you are very, very stupid. So I don't even want for them to feel that man. That man, they pay that plan that the president put on him, or even the lawmaker they put on him.
Okay. Yeah.
Within that lawyer, I don't know how behavior looking. You know very well that the legislature or even the lawmaker who have a short exam with that man, you will say that that man use you people even enrich their own country. But it's not to bread to live.
Okay.
It means that we need to improve our country and live better life.
Okay.
Okay,
thank you. So we have Dr. Lester Tenny, CEO of the Congress for Democratic Change, live mobile phone. Good morning, Dr. Tenny, live on the Truth Breakfast Show. Good morning.
I'm not a stalwart of the CDC.
Okay. Okay. A foreman? Are you a foreman? Okay.
Yeah, former.
Okay.
Okay.
How you doing? It's been a while, man. Dr. Tenny, your post on the social media, I mean, got more than 200 to 300 comments just ahead of the former president addressed to his partisans.
Yeah, because I speak truth. I'm a patriot Liberian. I want to see our country better than what it is now.
But your comment appears like you are passing judgment, saying the former president allowed people to, the ministers or whoever indicted allowed the former president to use them to steal. If you say that, almost like passing judgment, these indictments are charges that these people need to go to court and defend themselves. Maybe they could be vindicated.
The issue of conviction of verification is a judicial process. They start right in the audit report. The audit report testifies to enterprises that are committed in this country over the last 6 years. So whether they are able to beat the justice system, what matters is that there were tests of government funds in this country by people who were leading this country over the last 6 years. So the technical answer whether you produce a good defense does not undermine the reality that impropriety did occur in this country.
Okay.
But you were part of the administration. What did you say in the period you served when whether you noticed some of these things happening? What were your positions?
Yeah, I believe you followed me in the last 6 years. Even while I was a member of government, I saw some colleagues that the way we are conducting the affairs of the state will backfire at an appropriate time, like today. I want them that these things that we people are doing are being documented and at the appropriate time, most of you are very biased. I even mentioned 2 years back that many of you really jumpsuit, already jumpsuit. So my other is the soundness and the very benefit of the regime. In fact, my first podcast after the victory was in learning that the agenda was not to bring in all sophisticated high school back out into the government. If you can remember 2018, I think we were first time like that. And I keep learning them, I kept guiding them. But then, the never used to be that we were fanatic to the here.
Okay.
And everybody we are to be a user for the purpose. We are want everything to be a
So, Dr. Tenen, this is not going well down with seditions. Seditions, as the political leader, we address the partisan today. With this post, I mean, it's been circulating all of the major chat rooms.
My brother, the people in constitution are not stupid people. It is the reaction and the element of sedition. True sedition are patriotic grassroots Nigerians who themselves, their lives are stolen by the very people. So the issue of true sedition, our people are not in the you will not be marginalized by a man like here. For 12 years, those people stood in the vanguard of the party and opposition. I'm going to this way, really enjoy the language opposition. We are talking about.
Okay, Dr. Tenen, this
victim of their own victory.
Seditions were victims of their own victory. That's your statement. But Dr. Tenen, most of these people who are captured in this audit report and some who are being inducted already, including the former finance minister, believe that this action of the government is not any kind of genuine fight against corruption, but a political witch hunt. What do you think about that?
The audit that was conducted that is now being read at the Public Account Committee are all audits conducted during the administration of Nigeria. So who re-hunted them? Nigeria re-hunted them? No. Audit basically points to impropriety or lack of system. Audit is about compliance. So if you are not in compliance with certain documented methodology, you are not culpable. But the audit report the remark of the Americans. The Americans are so political to the American so that we are running a cryptocurrency here. It means that we are the government of peace. For which, we know the future of government action. So we will allow people to reconsider them at those times? No. It was just a time for them to be caught.
Okay.
Everything they are doing are documented.
Okay. Yeah, so Dad, before we take leave of you this morning, time is fast spent. The former president of Liberia, former President George Weah, what do you anticipate to say today as he expects to address our partisan? What do you expect for him to say?
Think that those is irresponsible man. Just realize there is a lot of public editor. He has no ability to speak. Yes, the right of fear will no longer be around him to give that confidence boost. So we are only speaking now because we need a giant man reporting.
Twain is not around. Twain is not around. You have Janga Cole, you have McGill, you have Jefferson Koji. They are still around. You have Eugene Nambwe. They're still around. Twain is not around, but these guys are around.
Yes, these are all spiritual. These are all spiritual people. So the woman now that because they know that it will get a lot of time. It will get a lot of time. They will be caught.
Okay.
That thank you so much for picking us this morning. Thank you so much. Dr. Lester Ten, let's get more calls coming up. I mean, he's still standing by what he said.
Yeah.
Let's get more calls up. Please just make use of this line. We announcing 0777-285-961 for the mail.
And a female 0770202579. No men should call this number.
Yeah, so one female again and I get to the mail. Yeah, let's do this up to 9:50 this morning.
Female. Good morning. Good morning. Your background is a little bit. Good morning. Your name? Where you call from?
I'm calling from PNC school.
Your name?
Yeah.
Okay, let's hear you.
Yeah, I'm calling them money. It's so sad. It's so sorrowful. We have a rich country. We have almost all the resources. And we are struggling in the country. We are struggling. It's so painful. Imagine people putting all money into the country and using it foolishly, I must say. The only thing I want for the president to do for us is that let all these movies and bring to justice. And I want to ask the justice minister of the judges to please do anything with business with the people.
Okay.
All the black scene or the wow. They're taking it for all of this country and carrying it. Can you have money? No blessing. No true blessing. Force. Everything counterfeit. We really need to continue to pray to God so that this country can be delivered.
All right. Thank you
so much.
Yeah, let's do a minute. Let's pick another call from the mill. Good morning. Morning. Okay, this person is coming through the line. Good morning.
Hello.
Yeah, you're live. Go ahead. 1 minute. Go ahead.
Thank you very much, Oni and Marka. This is Abin, we community, Abin Co. Let me appreciate the discussion, but I believe that President Weah is a peaceful man. Not being only peaceful, but you are already demonstrated that you are a peaceful man. Based on the outcome of the 2023 election, let's say 2,000 votes, we are not going to see that means that we prepare to be an act of peace. And no matter intimidation will track the behavior. And for the first time, we have seen utility official posting, and we believe that President will not be around. They first time of the way, they will all be for peace.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
The other guy in my inbox said George, when he was president, he was not addressing the nation. Why is it not this time? Anyway, that went left for you. Yes, let's get another person coming through. Yes, good morning. Please make use of the line. We're announcing. Good morning.
Good morning to the studio. This morning. This is the project that the Mohammedan Kamal and our family is money to this country. And let me appreciate you that, especially for what you said about our new it's like true now, and then both now, like you have to see family to work. I think it's wrong for us, internationally, in our country, that none of that is that they're doing for country. So what is the come up with what is the that And then you and you see guys that the reason of honor for people in this country is by working with the media, not just the media, but the media like TFN. Coming over reality the president plus our president, we can literally that we can get a better government that after several today and tomorrow we remember in our country. Thank you ever so much.
Okay, thank you.
Yes,
Let's announce the female number
Yes,
again.
again, the female number 0770202579 for women exclusively 0770202579
202579 and the male is 0777285961 exclusively. Please do it. Respect. Yes. Let's get this call going through. Good morning. I hear myself in the background. Morning.
Morning. Morning. Marka, morning. Our chief.
Yeah, go ahead. Please go ahead. People on the line, go ahead.
Sorry, I'm on the weather this morning. This is Emmanuel Tusia. I join you from District 6. This morning, by 11, the former president is going to speak with the conscience of the Liberian people. And, the former president has a lot of experience in terms of governance. And that was put in his 6th year. And, it's very starting to look into someone who died along with the CDC administration 6th year to come on a public platform and public speech to try and denigrate. And the former president we are is very because of people never be taken serious in our country. But today, by 11, former president we are going to speak to many activities.
Okay. Yes, it's already by 11 o'clock, right?
Yes,
I think that
keep taking calls.
Yeah, let's get more.
The women are not dialing it.
Yeah, so morning.
Morning, O'Neill. Good morning, Marka. This is Milton Yoko. I call from King Grey. O'Neill, thank you this morning. And we know President Weah will be speaking today. President Weah is a peaceful man. I have not voted for President Weah before. I want to say that Lester, I want to say thank you very much. People like you, we are looking for you in this country because you are straight to power, you tell power the truth. So people like you. But President Weah will speak today. We know you will speak the rightful thing for Liberian people today. If President Weah speak against the people who are stealing our country money, then we will no longer be any relevant. But any attempt for President Weah to say that the government should go ahead and judge these people if they are found guilty, they should be prosecuted. President Weah can get my vote now.
Damn it!
Fantastic.
Damn it!
Let me see this call. Whether it is a female call. Good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning. Your name, where you join us from? Hello.
Orita, go ahead.
Orita, go ahead. I don't know where it is.
Okay. That's a prediction. Yes, you ask the people to remain kind and go through the law. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Because he's on record for you, right? Yeah. Let's see this one. Good morning.
Good morning. That's when we say that Marka to this is I told you something for this morning. And let us know about this morning for the fish. We are expecting the pure children, the famous person of the country and every level of you. Because in the level of you, that is so true, I will never come up with a real change. So that's the nation that you guys should know. Because at the end of the day, you can be careful. And the very reason all of this place, that they are all in place, that they are put together, doesn't see that all the that is the reason why that we shall go around and all that is from that, get to the generation. That's a key, you are beautiful, going to know what other people say. That people that come here and follow the release, they are frustrating.
Okay. Abu Mesca, thank you.
Yeah, thank
Yes,
you.
yes.
Please, yeah, please,
Oh, that mail.
we're not taking mail.
Okay,
Let me see
sure.
whether this is. Good morning.
No, the line is for you. That line is not for you.
Yeah, call the mail line.
Yeah, the mail line.
Would you justice or we mean this
Yeah,
country?
let's justice be done to all.
Yes.
077-285-961. 285-961. Okay, great.
Yes. Good morning. Your name? Where you join us from? Okay, let's hear you.
Thank you so much, Marka and Onu Robert. Onu happy belated birthday. We are both mommy.
Okay, thank you, mommy.
Yes. Thank you that you guys have said. And I want to assure people that former President Ria is a woman who will do everything possible to keep his integrity. So whatever is positive or negative from him today, the fact is that he will address his partisans, encourage them what to do. So no one should be determined to work according to the way it should be. That is all. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Always call the line when you want to participate on the show.
Yes, thank you for respecting the female by giving us this special life.
Okay.
Of nation. I enjoy it so much.
Okay.
We always push us out with from beginning to end.
Gender equality.
Yes. On the show.
Okay, I'm a feminist.
Feminist in chief.
Oh, that president, former president, we are the feminist in chief.
Okay. So this is the party chairman of the Congress for Democratic Change, Councillor Janga Augustus Cole. His Excellency, no, Janga, no. Janga, you're a legal man.
Don't call this line a female line now.
Let probably call it other line.
It's not a female line now.
Janga Cole, His Excellency.
I have a female on the line.
Let me add former president today for Janga Cole. You can edit this. If Barack Obama is in the nation, is speaking,
hold on, small.
the post that will come out will say former President Barack Obama. You know, I mean, Barack is president, we can do nothing about it for 6 years. So, Janga Cole, former President George Weah will address the nation on today, July 31 at 11 a.m. at the Congress for Democratic Change National Headquarters. Okay, I think that's a big image.
Yeah, so yes, let's take this caller. Good morning, your name, where you join us from?
Good morning, my name is Lulu Roger, and I come from Mama Point.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to say thank you to both of you. People are one of a kind. To see learning like these people in our time, we are grateful.
Okay.
And we admire you guys so much. The same thank you. The fact that you are enjoying both sides.
Okay. Exactly.
Thank you so much. I want to thank you for educating our bodies because all of us ourselves. We can have some ourselves, and when we start to tell many people think we are in the politics. For Nigerians to watch our someone is watching our back.
You're right about that.
Continue to eat this and that's why I admire you too so much. All the good work we go against Nigeria and bless our special spirit.
Okay. Thank you so much for participating today.
Yes, I think we got to go, and tomorrow we'll be back and listen now. But if I will conclude, you see, the media were gatekeepers of the society. The way we wish we broadcast, who could defy our audience? There will be people who say, yeah, these guys are CDC journalists or they are Unity Party journalists. I don't think we have history with that. We are gatekeepers of the society. Look, none of you love George Weah more than some of us. None of you love Joseph Boycott more. What must I hate my leader? Then I must be insane. George, my own prediction, look, George has won lots of international peace accord across the world. And the peace that he left, that Joseph Boyka is continuing with, I don't think George want to, with any statement he would make outside whatsoever indictment, investigations that are ongoing, I don't think George will want to undermine it. Yes, the world is watching our international partners. This information have gone viral down that George Weah is going to address his partisan, not the country, his partisan at the famous CDC party headquarters. So as I conclude, Josh is a very good man. You don't want to disturb the peace, no. Otherwise, else Joseph Boyka will have not been president. He was not going to concede to Joseph Boyka. So we look forward to a very good one, a good message that will remind you in 2017. You say, money, public money will not end in individual pocket, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So let's listen up. Love Liberia, build Liberia in the base of all. We say country first. Thanks to all of the calls. Those of you who've been calling, you've been texting. I mean, let's pray for a better country. Let's pray for a better Liberia. Oh, all ears are up. Listen up. We want to hear what the former president wants to say. We listened up to Ellen Johnson Sirleaf on yesterday. She spoke against corruption. Your president, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, on state radio yesterday. She spoke against corruption again. Now we'll have another former president who addresses partisan on today, and we'll be all ears listening. Look, we have so much to think about. Other countries are going foul. Anyway, but let's bring you sports right here on the TBS 96.1. Those of you who try calling, you didn't go through, but let's do it another time. Sports is coming up right here on 96.1. 40 minutes down, 9 o'clock. My name is O'Neill. Naomi Tapia is here to fill us in the world of sports right here on the Truth Breakfast Show. Good morning to you, Naomi. How you doing? Good morning.
Good morning, O'Neill. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Passion of Life. A 33rd-man Liberia Basketball Association delegation has arrived in Abidjan, Ivory Coast, to compete in the FIBA Under-18 Male and Female Championship. The team made a brief start in Yamoussoukro at a historic Catholic church before picking up for Abidjan. The delegation is comprised of players, technical staff, administrators, and media personnel. The tournament is expected to kick off July 31 to August 4, 2024 for the FIBA Zone 3 member countries, including host Africa, Liberia, Ghana, Benin, Nigeria, Burkina Faso, Niger, and Togo. The best performing nation from the tournament in both male and female versions will qualify for South Africa 2025 Under 18 male and female junior championships. This is the first time in 15 years Liberia is participating in international competition in basketball. Calvin Dix, LBA Secretary General, is serving as head of the delegation, and he will be assisted by the LBA Technical Director and men's coach Benedict Yassia. LFA Upper Women's League champions, the Tamil girls, are set to participate in this year's CAF Women's Champions League. The Tamil girls appeared in group with host team Mabuan Queens of Sierra Leone, Red Scorpions of Gambia, Senegalese Club Eagles of Medina, and the reigning WAFU Zone A champions AS Mandi. Before their departure, the Tamil girls released 24 players listing for the eminent WAFU Zone A CAF Women's Champions League qualifiers in Sierra Leone. This 2024 edition will mark the LFA Upper Women's League champions' fourth appearance in the qualifiers. They played debuting Red Scorpions of the Gambia on 3 August 2024. Manchester City drew 2-2 with Barcelona before losing a penalty shootout 4-1 in Ofrani after a storm delayed the start in Orlando, USA by 80 minutes. Fans in a sellout crowd of 63,237 were forced to take shelter under the stands at the Camping World Stadium before the game eventually started. Both sides were missing key players, although City's lineup included Alan Haaland, leading Premier League scorer in 2023-4 with 27 goals, and Jack Grealish with the latter, who failed to make England's Euro 2024 squad, scoring for Pep Guardiola's City. Paul Victor put Barcelona ahead before England youth midfielder Nico O'Reilly, 19, equalized. Grealish found the top corner after Pablo Torre had restored Barca's lead. The match went on to penalties, with Barca triumphing 4-1 after Calvin Phillips and Jacob Wright saw the attempts from the spot saved. Jack Grealish says being left out of England's Euro 2024 squad was the most difficult thing he has had to deal with in his career. The Manchester City forward 28 said he was heartbroken, but is determined to use the experience as motivation going forward. Grealish came on as a substitute in England's 3-4 warm-up win against Bosnia and St James Park just over a weekend before the tournament started, but was not included in Gareth Southgate's final 26-man squad. England would go on to reach the final, which they lost 2-1 to Spain. Grealish cost City a British record €100 million when he joined City from Villa in August 2021, 1 month after featuring for England in the Euro 2020 final against Italy. Chelsea will take no action against Enzo Fernandez for sinking a derogatory sonnet about France's black players after he apologized to several French teammates. Fernandez was accused of uninhibited racism by Chelsea teammate Wesley Fofana for a video posted to his social media account after Argentina beat Colombia 1-0 in the Copa America final on 14 July. The Argentina midfielder 23 landed in Atlanta in the United States on Monday and addressed the incident. Chelsea instigated an internal disciplinary procedure which is now closed with no action taken, the Press Association reports. Manager Enzo Maresca said Chelsea's players had all accepted Fernandez's apology. Fernandez has also made a voluntary contribution to anti-discrimination charity. The amount will be matched by Chelsea. A complaint was also made to world governing body FIFA. And finally, Manchester City forward Julian Alvarez says he will make a decision about his future at the club after the Paris 2024 games. In March 2023, Alvarez signed a one-year contract extension to keep him at City until 2028. Alvarez was a substitute when City lost the FA Cup final to Manchester United in May and have since been linked with a move to Atletico Madrid. Boss Pep Guardiola, who is in the United States with City on a preseason tour, said he was aware Alvarez was thinking about his future. Alvarez played in the Community Shield against Arsenal way back on 6 August 2023. The men's gold medal match at the Olympics is on 9 August. That's all from our sports desk.
Your family members abroad need to send you money? Worry no more. Henceforth, receive your international money transfers from Europe, USA, and South Africa made via Western Union, MoneyGram, and many more directly into your Orange Money account. At Orange Money, we are family.
Orange Money.
Starting today, why not have a little more fun? Why not use money this easily? Why not get even closer to family? Why not work how you've always wanted? fun, money, family, work. No network keeps you connected to it all, quite like Orange. It's all about what matters to you. Orange.
The heart and soul of Liberia. This is where national unity begins. We have a team from Uptown in Johnsonville Township this morning. They're talking about an upcoming survey in that part of the township. So let's join them this morning. Yes, just bring them on. Yes, bring them on camera this morning. So as we join them to introduce themselves this morning on the show. Good morning to you guys. It's great having you this morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you.
Yeah, let's get a name.
My name is Eli Itoka Jr.
Moses Ball is my name.
Yes, that's just the name. What's your connection to the township? Who are you?
Administrator for Kantakume Inter-Estate.
Okay.
Johnsonville Township.
Yeah, and I'm an advocate, and I've been a legal guidance into the whole entire land issue.
Yeah, so let's just give a little history about the estate we're talking about.
My parents, my relative, they bought a land from Kakora, 1913.
Okay.
And they said that they should go and rebuy from there. They know that the price at the time, they said the money was small. And the case was being on. Went to the court and ruled the case in my favor on arbitration.
So the family that your family bought the land from back then in 1913 came back to say that at the time the price was so low, so your family should rebuy. Is that the information?
I did so.
Okay. And you said, no, we already got the property.
Yeah. And they give for it.
So how long this case been dragging?
About 14 years.
Wow. Has the court made a final decision on the matter?
Yes, I did so, and I was a traitor.
Okay. Yes. So what are the recommendations from the court's ruling? What the court say you should do?
The court ruled on arbitration for the survey to be conducted. That's what it said. Okay. And it will continue to be threatened that when we go there, they will fire us, they will harm people.
So when is that survey supposed to be conducted?
Tomorrow.
Okay. So Moses?
Yes.
Okay. So yes, like you care to give us some more details concerning this entire upcoming survey?
Yeah. So first, I just want to get a little summary on this issue.
Okay.
Though it have been over 14 years, but I've not been involved for 14 years. I've been quietly involved, going to LA 2 years now. And for the time we got involved, there are so many things surrounding this aspect. We have people tampering with the rights of others. We saw intruders and so on. We saw fake documents. We saw illegal processes and what have you. We identified those things. We raised the red flags, and some of these things were put into place. And we also want to commend the court because some of our recommendations came in the sense that with previous land surveyor, lesson surveyor, impression of my other being, he was one of the person who was coming in the case illegally, providing two role play. He want to be a government surveyor. He also want to be there to provide some link of information, making the process to prolong. So the court listened to us, and the court was able to remove him after the ruling came out, and then the court substituted him with one Jerry Pico, who is now the lesson surveyor that will be able to carry the occupation survey process on tomorrow. So there are so many things that we have been going through, riots, and we want to say thank you to Liberia National Police. We want to say thank you to the Ministry of Justice for giving us some level of security. Anytime we go after a process, we also want to say thank you to our own personal surveyor who is there for an independent role, because we got a government surveyor, we have an independent surveyor there as well playing the role for us. So we also want to tell the community dwellers thank you as well, because they have been very, very much professional, though they are hurt and things, because demolition took place in the area. People demolish people property in less than 4 or 5 days, and other people coming buying the property, constructing again into it. It's that's disgraceful, So we are here to inform the public that indeed tomorrow we're gonna be out there We want your support. We want you to come up with your legal documents, your legal claims as well, so that we can be able to settle wherever we can settle, so we can have future embarrassment.
Have there been any threat from anywhere since the court ruled and set tomorrow, August 1, as the date for the arbitration survey?
Yes, I would say yes. We even had some level of default when we went through the recurrence survey process, because the court gave us recurrence survey process after the ruling. That is, the surveyor appeared on the scene to go and get the mapping points from all commerce area from the north, south, east, and west, knowing demarcation of the land, where the land start, where the land roll, and what have you. So that was conducted, and the plaintiff was not represented fully. They were not represented at all. Shouldn't say fully. They were not represented at all. They claimed that indeed they filed a motion that indeed the ruling from the court was not necessary, so they filed a motion. But that motion was not recognized by the court, because in my mind, if it was going to be recognized by the court was going to put an injunction on the entire cognizant process, which we were taking up. So it was not recognized, and then the process was successful, and report was sent to the court. Until then, the court allowed us to now take on this stage of the arbitration survey process. We take on tomorrow.
Have there been citation, if I may say, information to residents and people who are sharing boundaries with the estate?
Oh yes, let me say yes, and I told you I serve as a legal guidance to this process. So we are following all legal procedure. We have all authority coming from the land authority, that of the court. We are notified all parties. We have set up the announcement. We have also done in various newspaper, the New John newspaper as well. The copy is there letting you know that we have a survey process tomorrow. Announcement have been done to about 4 to 5 media radio stations as around Liberia and so on. And we are using word of mouth as well. We are also sent citation out to community doers. We have recognized the commissioner. We have recognized the adjacent parties like the police station in that area of Johnsonville, and other stakeholders have been contacted already.
Why involve the police?
Because it's the primary aspect. The land issue is not a small issue in Liberia. So even if you think you are right into the aspect, you have to protect yourself. You need security, because people will kill you, and then they will have the legal right to take your property if you cannot protect yourself. So as you fight for your property, protect yourself. Don't allow yourself to be vulnerable. Yeah.
That is important. But let's talk to the other. This case you say you've been going through for 14 years. What have been some of the impact on your family, yourself, and especially people who bought property from you? Maybe, unfortunately, some of their properties got destroyed in the process, and all. How has it been for you?
It's been so rough. I've been molested and stabbed, beaten, breaking houses down. And the people who bought land from me, most of them have been molested. And they break their houses down. For what reason, I don't know. They said they want key. I said, no, you don't want the key. Plenty of things we pass through. I tell God, thank you that the government came in and they ruled the case in my favor for the case. See the case of rule in my favor for the survey religion tomorrow.
Do you through all this process, do you have any liability from people who maybe that were destroyed and some of them start to blame you? Was there anything like that?
People. Yeah, I told them, I said, wait. Go through the process. Don't please wait for me. But now it's more than 30 houses they put it down.
Wow.
Including my own.
So what do you expect tomorrow?
I expect for the survey to be conducted tomorrow.
So is this bringing closure to this whole wahala?
Yes.
So when the survey is done, this whole land issue, conflict, people chasing people from properties, everything will be over.
Everything will be over by hand.
Okay, got it. That is great. So you said your first name Lai?
I'm Lai.
Okay, Lai. Yes. So give us a clear picture of what things are being like, prior to this judgment that was passed, giving you now the right to survey and own the property, especially Mr. Moses. Tell us what things were like for the people, because sometimes when these conflicts are happening, there are people who have the land, they want to develop it, they want to build properties and stuff, but because of these conflicts, they will put halt to their projects, and it will be a problem for families.
Yeah. So let me say this. Liberia, I say to people that our laws are good, but our laws are mostly interfere with. And sometimes you can have your right, you claim that you have a right. Sometimes you claim you have a right and you don't have a right. So there is a need to make people to understand that it doesn't have a right, they're resolving issues. Because anytime you resolve issues and it doesn't make the person to know that it doesn't have a right, that brings future conflicts. So it's good to notify people that you never have a right in this thing at all. But we try to resolve it. Don't resolve it if you cannot identify people telling that you don't have a right. That is one of the challenges that I see today. And today people go about duplicating documents. Today, people go about intruding into our ACA systems, getting people personal information. Today, people go about going to the courts, using other means to get people personal documents, to counter them legally countering them with people information. People want to backdate document. People want to do this one. People want to do this one. So the prolonging of cases going 14 years, going 10 years, going 20 years, we need a strong proactive system that will help people not to intrude into legal issues like this. If we have a database for all land in Liberia, we will know when land finish and it finish. We don't have to sell you anymore. If you are buying for somebody who owns this land for a year. We don't have such a system that will not make us to be fighting issues like this. So, for example, like I said, we were on the recording survey process and we saw the printing was not part of it. Why? The printing said they are filing a motion of injectment, meaning that they want to put a stop to the court action, that the action of the court for the resender, it should be whole. So if the court are going to notify their injectment, do you know what's going to happen? It means that the entire process was going to be postponed. We're going to start the process of it. We're going to delay again. And before we reach this side, we will be thinking about maybe a few more months ahead. These are some of the things that give a lot of challenges with our pending cases in court.
Yes. So you mentioned clearly that the issue of land should be handled appropriately.
Yeah.
But sometimes the administrators themselves will be accused of selling one parcel of land to 3 or 2 different persons. At the end of the day, there will be conflict and all of that. So do you think they too have to, settle themselves by the law?
Yeah, so one of the mistakes that many people do in our country is that they doesn't seek legal guidance. Whenever you want to secure anything that you want to buy property, you want to get into legal agreement with people, always seek legal guidance. Look for a lawyer, look for a legal-minded person. You want to tell them, I want to get involved into this thing. I want to credit somebody money. What's your advice? What can you do? What can you do? I want to be a creditor. I want to open my place to pay people loan. Give people advice you that you set your principles. And when your principle is set strongly, you have a strong foundation. You have a strong base that, because trust me, they're not going to blame you because the law expects you to know better. That's why I say ignorance of the law is no excuse. You should know certain things before you get involved into certain things. So you cannot be illiterate to something you want to buy land. You want to buy land, you see the land, it's just that there's no house is there, you feel that the land is vulnerable. No, that doesn't make the land to be vulnerable because the land is empty. It doesn't mean the land is vulnerable. So you have to be okay. When you doesn't see cornerstone that land, it doesn't mean the land is vulnerable. People go over there and cross the cornerstone, remove the cornerstone because they know they are bringing you there. They need to show you the property. So if you don't see cornerstone, say around the land, I see cornerstone, I see no house there, I see single house, so it means that the land is vulnerable. You are wrong. You should be able to do your due diligence. If you don't do your due diligence, you buy the land after 5 years, it doesn't give you the legal right. Once you have not done your due diligence. Buying the land after 15 years doesn't give you the right because you didn't do your due diligence. Even up to 50 years, it doesn't give you the right because you didn't do your due diligence. So you always have to do your due diligence so that when you buy the land, even the land is vulnerable after you have bought it, you will have some legitimacy. That's the focus point.
So the news of the court ruling in your favor and arbitration survey will be done. How is it received by the people who own properties over there, if I may say, the residents?
I wish I could play a display of the ruling, just from the ruling, that the court was able to give us a ruling. They go ahead to another stage. People was excited. People was jubilating in the community. People at the court. Imagine I had a case, I had to run from there, and I joined the people at the court, and I was celebrating with them for the ruling, taking people on the next stage because people who have lost hope at all feel that there's nothing could have been done into this issue because people tell us that the lawyer of the defendant is in the pocket of the lawyer of the plaintiff. And can you imagine? They intimidate you with words. You pay your lawyer, if somebody tell you to pay your lawyer more than you. Can you imagine? And you're serious about the issues. So the people are happy, and the people are going to be in their numbers tomorrow. The people personally are also inviting their own legal people to come there to watch the issue, to add the security out and be peaceful tomorrow. We believe that everyone will be peaceful. We are going to monitor the process as we always do. We remain there. When a riot comes, we are there. We take the information back. We support the information.
Are you expecting riot?
For every action, there's an equal and opposite action. And one thing I would say to you, land issue is not a small children play in Liberia. So whenever you are involved into land issue, no matter your background, you have to be very careful. The security comes first, no matter who you are. So anytime you are in a scene of any land dispute issue, be ready for the unexpected. Protect yourself because you don't know what happened. It can be the police when they are going there. They use a different instruction, different mandate, and they are all ready for the actions.
Chief, what do you want to say to that? The people will be having a survey finally tomorrow, and they have been going through. You've been going through this case, but it's almost that they have been going through it with you. Now, this is the conclusion where we are. What do you expect tomorrow?
I expect the government to please help me with security. From what we're threatening. They're threatening the people, they say, we'll go there, we'll destroy, we'll do this. So I appealing to the government to help me with security, for the people to be protected, for the survey to be done.
How are you doing that appeal? Have you rating either the police or any security apparatus, informing them about the upcoming survey and maybe threats you have received earlier on?
Exactly so.
Okay. So they give you that word that they will be there?
They will be there by help of God.
Okay. Yeah, so we're talking to folks from Uptown in Johnsonville. They will be doing a survey tomorrow of an entire estate. How do you call it estate?
Inter-estate.
Okay. Kanja Kome Inter-estate. Okay. How big is that property?
115 acres of land.
Okay. 115 acres of land. Yes, so tomorrow will be the survey. The residents are waiting for it. You are prepared for it, and the surveyors are coming. How much confidence do you have in the process?
I have confidence.
Okay.
I have confidence.
You want to speak to that?
Yeah. First of all, I would like to tell you we have so many confidence in the aspect is because we believe the process. We trust the court. We trust the legal system. We trust the land authority. And whatever recommendation we have been providing and we have been acted upon with our advocacies, so we do trust the process and we will always trust the legal process because we believe that we have that ability, we have that network. If the system will not work, we will use our network to make the system to work because we believe there is a principle that is set and that principle can be tampered with by interferences. So we are willing to come out to stand up for any interferences and be able to make things to be right in our country. That's what we are for.
In all of this, for 14 years, I mean, we have local leadership, maybe at the district level, at the county level, at the level of the legislature, because, for example, the district will have representatives. How are they being involved in any way? Maybe by ensuring a resolution of the conflicts or by ensuring the legal things are done to ensure that peace return to the community.
So for this aspect, I can tell you that one of the stakeholders right now that is also who also let's say should be a victim maybe to come is the deputy speaker. He has his property on this cell lane that we are discussing.
Okay.
Yeah, he also might be affected in this aspect if all goes well. You understand me?
Affected in what way?
We choose to he built a property he didn't buy from this family. He did a business with the other parties and so on. So if you choose to do a business again, you can maintain the place.
That means you have to do what
you call a rebuy, right? You have to do a rebuy, a convenient one as well.
So that was my next place I was going, but just go ahead and complete your
yeah. So our focus point has been the police commander in our location, the commissioner in our location, and we have been speaking to personal legal people who have been providing surveyors. We have been coming up with lawyers. And lawyers have been involved on the same. They have come to give the legal advices, monitor the process as well. So they have been part of this aspect as well.
Okay, that is good. So my next, maybe my last question, then we'll take calls from the public. Maybe people in the township want to call to say, well, it's great or whatever it is. But my next question is that this thing was disagreement. Some people were claiming properties there. You were claiming legitimacy and all of that. Now the court has ruled, and I believe that not all the people in the estate bought their properties from you because I think they bought from the other party. So what happened to them now that you have won this case? The arbitration survey is about to be done. What happened to these people who did not buy from you?
Everybody is outraged right now, both ways, because the case is pending. You know what happened? People bought the property from this party that the defendant, and then after the case came in, they claimed they had a previous ruling, so they came to bought people property and begin to resell to other people. So you see how you imagine. So people who bought first property have been demolished and they have sold to another party. So it's confusing. So everybody one way or other, whoever way the case gonna go, that means you're going to be responsible for all the damages. Everything you're going to be responsible for it. If it comes in the interest of the defendant, that's fine. If it goes in the interest of the plaintiffs, that's fine. But you and either party will be responsible for all the damages.
Well, folks, we are talking about land business here today. Tomorrow will be, I should call it a major survey.
A major process. A major process.
Okay, a major process. The popular name for the place is Uptown. Is it Uptown Community in Johnsonville?
Uptown, yeah. Johnsonville, Uptown.
Yeah, Johnsonville, Uptown. And a survey will be done there tomorrow. But let's interact with some of the people who are following the show. Maybe some want to make some comment. Maybe people who who own property in the area want to also make some comments. So they can call. Let's hear for the men. 0777 285961. For the men, 0777 285961. For the women only, 0770 202579. For the women exclusively, 0770 202579. For the men, 0777 285961. 0777 285961. Let's take the first caller. So we have the team here from Uptown Johnsonville. They're talking about the survey that will be conducted on tomorrow. And if you call, please stay away from your radio. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Ramos.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm 17 on Johnsonville.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to know which one is going to be the podcast or spot. What are you talking about? You got that name and I'm sitting for you.
But we've been discussing this thing for almost 30 minutes. You not been following?
Oh, I just,
all right. Just listen, they will say. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, I'm one of the big things from that Uptown job. First of all, let me commend the government in our elderly men or multiple who have been showing that who have been fighting tirelessly to show that our property is getting back to us. The person this ruling that was going in a big into them, you're going to pay the property for us. But finally now we are going to take them now the way the law is proceeding now, the law is taking push. You also want to see that the justice system, the temple of justice should work in around the people because it's not something that goes into a way.
Okay.
So what comes from our project, our property will be reselected. We don't know.
All right. Thank you. Let's take the good morning.
Good morning,
Good morning.
Now they want to get our very issue. Justice is one major problem in justice issue where you see more families that they have a issue. Now, this one is going to report my consultation is very citizen, but she was placed for a kilo guest, the all parties was in place to reach his school, who take all for the better one those are the person who we keep the people and finally we get a little back. And some of the ones that are on the they don't have parents, you should analyze that because you know, when you see more problem, people in a place and they find it in a you know, in the to accomplish it. So I think that you get why we don't learn we have to take you for the
All right, let's see if this is a female caller. Good morning.
good morning to you.
This is the female line. Let's take the female line is 0770-02579. The male line 0777-285-961. Let's take the male line. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Yeah. We can't go tell really to happen, but really tomorrow is a day. Something be the issue. Even once they go, only at the discussion, I didn't have only. They take all our material, the only in jail. For me to see that they are all going to take as use. So, who just was going to take the way I want tomorrow to be come down here. I'm between me and the police station after the cemetery. From the cemetery, I will go way to have to support Allah, you know, tomorrow. Even if I not what to tomorrow when they come in. They will not come to the other country. I'm going to go to that. You know, what here. I didn't for that issue. People let the ID. It's so surprised to this. I have the station there.
Yes, so the court has ruled, and a survey will be done on tomorrow. So let's wait for the outcome and see what happens. Let me go to the female line. Let me go to the female line and see. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. My name is Sarah calling from Philadelphia.
Sarah, call your full name, please.
My name is Sarah calling.
Bobby, you forget what
I want to tell people in thank you. And I also want to tell the two of you that the situation is now today.
Okay.
You know that any business in our country is nature in plenty people. They are one vision of it. So I want to tell them thank you for coming here at least. They are taking a good step. And I want to tell us for 1 minute. Because some of you are funny. They don't know that same family are me. Some of you are going through it. So that the government please help us. Because if I left on someone who they say, oh, this land you cannot buy it from me, so that this is the thing they'll give you. More profit every time, lame profit. The government please see about it.
Okay. Thank you so much for joining. You can always call the line when we have programs here on the TBS. Let's go to the mail line and take this one. Good morning. Good morning. I'm doing great.
Thank you. What's it called? I'm one of those.
What's your name? What's your name? We didn't get your name. Okay, go ahead.
I was like, tomorrow we will be there. Well, you got talking. I got my letter already. It's something already. You know, tomorrow. I want to tell you the more. Sorry, thank you for us.
Okay.
For us.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Let's go to the female line and take this call. I guess this is a female on the female line. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. This is True FM.
This is True FM. Go ahead.
Okay, my name is Greg. I'm calling from Canada.
Okay.
Land issue in very some of that land. But I said, complain, telling land for more than 2-3%. They causing serious embarrassment. For me, them content that for my life on the right family, I don't have no embarrassment from that one. Other people, you don't want you to go, see my land, and other people can go up over. And then, I mean, see our they want to have the foundation there.
So what do you want to tell the government, especially through the land authority? What do you think can be done?
For that land issue, because some of them are single parents. When all they are going and they have no come who come and let them take and sell it to another person. So every day I go they just leave there. So they continue serious comparison of who is so comfortable.
All right. All right. This is the female line for Truth FM. Anytime we're having program, you can call. Yeah?
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for joining. Again, let's go to the male line and take this caller. Good morning. Good morning. You
Because
call?
I'm thankful, yeah, I'm chairman for now.
Okay, for the community?
Yeah, one Sunday.
Okay, that's it.
My people, because I think that issue, if I call grace, they are going back. So I'm telling you,
So as leader of the community, hello. Yes, as one of the leaders in the community, you heard one of the callers saying, "Oh, it's not easy. They solve it tomorrow. People should get prepared." So, but your background is too bad. Oh. Your background is too bad. Maybe I will drop you. Hello? Yeah, your background is too bad. We can't do that kind of thing on the radio. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Marka.
Good morning.
Good morning to your studio guests. This is the voice of Chief Louisiana District 1.
Okay.
We are almost at the border point between 1 and 2. So, most of the time, yeah, information has been used to the rent business, especially at Johnsonville. But let me say to the studio guests, our justice system like is trusted. But what can most of the people do at times out of fear, they can trust the system.
No.
I like to be very clear. In studio there, I don't even Moses Paul. Probably is for boy, studio. I don't know what. It's all family, it's people or false information from the court, which of course the court is institution. The
Okay.
What was that? And absolutely nonsense. This is what stop. You know, I see your fight, and that's all it is yours. And nobody is going to be here tomorrow. I repeat, you will be here tomorrow. I will not have nobody will give you to stop
Okay, we wait. We wait for the success of the survey tomorrow. Does not make any threats. Let's take this caller. Good morning.
Good morning, Marka, and good morning to the peace of people like the Regina Josephus, Betty Wood, Foreigner, incident from the 1 up to present.
Okay.
Let me say things to you, Marka. I think this is a new deal for the time to Johnsonville, especially under the leadership of the watchful eyes of John S. Randall, to be the township commissioner. And some already put it, when it comes to Fallville in the time to Johnsonville, normally people are not protected. Sometimes you find another group who will put my face and all that stuff like that, trying to scatter the Fallville. But I just hope and pray that tomorrow, also you will well consulted because too many people have been victimized in the process. Also, they have been destroyed in that area, and I listened to the word, and just what she said, that she was 100% right. You have died for that process. So many actions have been carried on that process. But you cannot just indicate all people because there was no power of ruling when it comes to who buying from whom. But since they could have come with the ruling, let people just respect the ruling order when it comes to the survey and to power and respect and say, and we know that all those adjacent property owners will be questioned so that some of them come up today in the future and say, I was not aware. That's the reason you see those people carry out an announcement. They put issue all of those adjacent property owners piece of information so that it will be air on media institution and that of the print media. So let us all work together in the interest of Liberia and not our self-interest. Thank you so much.
Okay. Let's see whether this is a female caller. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. David.
Good morning.
Yes, this is Sarita Mola.
Okay, let's hear you.
Okay, so we are grateful from Johnsonville for the process to reach this far. I'm one of the residents of that area. I myself was infected.
Okay.
We own our property from the get still there was it wrong. After the Fakaparon people said they were given relief from the fact that they own the property, they only they told us to rebound. Some of us now wanted private. We engaged them, gave them some money, they gave us receipts. Those people are very evil. After taking money from us, they broke our property and sold it to new buyers.
Wow.
Some of our neighbors even died in the process because of that trauma. So we are grateful to God today that our own grandson was able to push this matter to the court, and people were able to, go through it and call for this arbitration Sunday, which will be done tomorrow, and we will be there to see.
Okay. Thank you so much. Yes, that's all the call for now. That's the all the calls we can take on the segment of the show. Let's go back to the guests. We just have 2 minutes, so you can use the 2 minutes as we close up on this interview. Yes, the two of you.
I tell God, thank you. Tomorrow the survey will be conducted peacefully, and the government should come in with security for me.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, so we want to say thanks to all the callers, all of those who took up the time to give us their various concerns. We will appreciate them. All of them who spoke from that direction and locations of Johnsonville in regards to the land issue with speaking facts. There are so many things that happen regarding that land. That is why some of us is still standing strong with this family, and we're making sure that the legal things should be done and people can receive justice. So we are also asking the President, His Excellency Joseph Marka, to look in the directions of supporting the Liberian Land Authority effectively, so that we can be able to put some channels into place that will be able to make citizens to have a happy living, because there are a lot of issues surrounding land issues in the entire Republic of Liberia. So that is a great thing. I also want to use this opportunity to thank the lawyer, Councillor Kuku Wadoba. She's the one representing this party at all legal issues, and also want to say thank you to Antonin Abraham Dawson William. He's also a legal guidance to this party, who is also representing them.
Okay, that's our own.
Yeah. So he's representing them fully in this case, and I'm also here representing this party in a case with advocacy. Since then, we are here. So we want to tell thank you to the community dwellers as well, who can come peacefully to say, we will make sure we protect you people. We cannot see police here, but we will be the police for you people as well. We want to say thank you to the commissioner as well. We want to say thank you to the media team as well, who have always been there breaking the news for the locations of Johnsonville to the public. We want to say thank you to the media team for hosting us. We also want to say thank you for making us to come out and inform our people, to separate us from the disseminations of misinformation. So that's the point. We want to say thank you to everyone listening to us.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much for coming up this morning. It's been a wonderful conversation. Thanks to all of you who join us by way of Real TV Live on Facebook, Truth FM on radio across the country. We're grateful. This is how we love to come to the end of today's presentation of the TBS. Thanks to Maya Tobian, O'Neill Roberts for the show. We'll be here tomorrow again with another fascinating edition of the Truth Breakfast Show. This is Truth FM, where national unity begins. Bye-bye.
Ria TV, True FM.
Ria TV, True FM.
On Ria TV,
Truth FM 96.1.
To fund my account at any time, even here.
Right here, right now.
Here too!
Without moving an inch.
Here will be just perfect.
Henceforth, send money to your Orange Money account from your bank account and vice versa directly from your mobile phone. A simple and fast solution that is always available to ensure a permanent access to your Orange Money services. Anywhere, anytime, send money to your Orange Money account from your bank account from your mobile phone to cash out, to recharge, to transfer, to pay, to buy. To subscribe to this service, go to your bank branch office, partner to the Orange Money service. It's all about what matters to you. Orange.